Greetings from my tub. I'm in here getting 5% cash back when I pay in 4 with PayPal. No fees, no interest. Make the most of your money this holiday with PayPal. Save the offer in the app.
Ends 12/31. See paypal.com/promo terms. Points can be redeemed for cash and more. Pay in 4 subject to terms and approval. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
Some people think nature is like this, but actually, it's like this. That's why Columbia engineers everything we make for anything nature can throw at you. Columbia, engineered for whatever.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find
and
it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
You know how to make a great meal. And when it comes to the mess, Palmolive knows how to handle it. Palmolive Ultra removes up to 2.5 times the grease versus Dawn Non-Concentrated. Palmolive's most powerful formula instantly cuts grease, leaving you with sparkling clean dishes. Palmolive Ultra. Click or tap the banner to shop now or visit palmolive.com.
Hello. Welcome in. This is Birds of the Feather Podcast with your boy Q City, coming to you live after a Hawks win. 3-3 on the season versus the Indiana Pacers. That was a beautiful win, much needed. Get us back in the good graces of the 500 land. A couple points to hit on. So, first things first, just getting into the game. 20-point win. Yes, the Pacers are absolutely terrible this season, right? They're 0-5 on the season. So, 2 of our wins have come against winless teams, and then the other win came against Orlando, who honestly can't really score. So, maybe not a marquee team, but a good function of a team is winning games you're supposed to win. Honestly, we should be 4-2 then, because the Raptors' only win on the season is us. So that's not great. Like I pointed out, figured Jalen Johnson was going to be the primary ball handler, primary play initiator. He had 8 assists tonight. He wasn't really sold for the most part. You can see he's got great passing IQ. He's got an ability to see the floor. I would love for him to be a little more dominant in terms of really taking excess ball handling duties away. Obviously, he's not LeBron, but playing a really big point forward role, right? Ball in your hands, most possessions. Offensive hub really goes through you, especially while Trae's out right now. I would love to see him stay out of the lane a little bit, can have a more consistent mid-range to 3-point shot, just because with his passing ability, it opens up the whole floor, right? And then you pick and choose when you're going to drive and attack the rim. I don't really care about him I want him to get rebounds, but on the offensive end, I'm not really worried about you crashing the boards and getting pushbacks and stuff like that. You got Zingas for that. You got Big O for that. And we need Ricochet to do that a bit more, but we'll get to him. Wallace stepped in. Hey, man is a play-in monster. Yeah, not a play-in. He's a group game monster. You know what I'm saying? So this is our first NBA Cup game. We're 1-0. We're in group stage A. Love to see it. We're taking the ability for us to really work without Trae right now. And I don't know what's up with Trae. Anytime you start quoting, anytime your knee gets rolled up on and you start quoting Bible verses, it's not the best. it's not the best. He supposedly got the MRI. won't have a true definition of what happened until tomorrow. They were quick to say it was not an ACL injury, but there's tons of other things in the knee. We don't know how long he's going to be out, what this looks like, if he needs surgery. It's a lot of ambiguity. And like, we're one of the few podcasts with Atlanta sports that do Falcons and Hawks. And like the tenor theme around Atlanta sports is like, bro, you can't get no information for real. You can't get no information about what's really going on with player injuries. And it's so frustrating. But, you know, prayers are for Trae. Obviously. Getting to Luke Kennard. You know, y'all have heard me be on him. Another game, being aggressive, 103. He wasn't really, to my knowledge, I don't think he scored a ton. But he was active. 26 points, 2 boards, 3 assists. Yeah, he touched the ball. He touched the ball a bit. I was glad to see it. Who else do I want to touch on? Because I got 2 long rants. Dyson Daniels, a lot of action around the rim. Love seeing that. That float game is coming back. The little George Gervin finger roll was nice. Big O had 25 minutes, but he was in and out of the lineup, and we were able to get a lot of the 12 through 15 guys in late, right? Veet didn't play. So now getting to the 2 big rants. One on the defensive end. Defensively, we held the Pacers to 38%, 35% from the field, and then 27 from 3. They were missing shots, don't get me wrong. But the interior presence at the rim is something that has not happened in any other game like it happened this game. Granted, Siakam was the hub. And this isn't like the real Pacers team that was in the finals last year, because obviously Hallie isn't there. But like the bones of it are the same. And like we were able to really shut down this offense. Even though they're 0-5, this was their worst shooting night of the year, early season, but it's their worst shooting night of the year. We were able to get a crap load of deflections. Dyson was everywhere tonight. But Dyson was everywhere because that goes into my second point. Riche is struggling. Like, it's 5 games into the season. He had a lot of promise after his rookie year. I'll probably get into this a bit more when I do the Hawks pod. So you guys tune into that one. Obviously, you can I'll package this week's stuff together and drop that. But the full-blown Hawks pod will come out tomorrow as well. My bad, should have came out Thursday. If you've been following us for any point in time, our whole schedule was thrown off this week. Taj got some stuff going on, so we will be releasing basically all week stuff tomorrow, and then we'll be back on schedule next week. So stick with us. We working through some things, but ultimately, Reach is struggling, and Siakam got 17 in the first half with Reach as his primary defender up until I'll probably say halfway through the second quarter. Dyson switched on to him and, significantly impacted him a bit, brought his percentages down. Reach, from what I noticed, is the type of player that needs his defense to fuel his offense because he's not a play initiator on offense, right? So, like, he's not a create off the dribble guy. He's not a bring the ball up guy. He's not a high pass IQ, gonna, break the defense down and make a play type of guy. He's really a come off screens, sit in the corner, sit on the wing, or crash, right, type guy. Or, like come off a pick, catch the ball, crash toward the rim, drive toward the rim. He has not been involved in those actions through 5 games, part 1. 2, his minutes are crazy right now. He's averaging like 24, 25 minutes, right? Not what you want to see from your number 1 overall pick in year 2. For reference, Wembanyama, the Spurs notoriously guard minutes, was like right around 31 his second year with 26, 27% usage. Paolo was up to like 36 or 37 with a right around that 26, 27% usage, even with Franz on his team. What's it called? Who came before then? Franz. It's been a while, but usually once you get into that second year, third year, if you're worth a damn, right? If you're gonna be a guy, you're gonna Ant. Was it Ant? I don't know, but Ant played big minutes his second year as well. I'm trying to remember, who am I missing? Ant was like 2020, and I skipped all the way to like 23. I'm missing like two guys in there, but regardless, if you're a guy, if you're worth a damn, you're gonna be hitting regular minutes, and a good chunk of them, and you're going to hover around that 24 to 27 usage, right? He's hitting like 25 minutes, and his usage is ridiculously low. His usage is around 16 to 21 through 5 games. It's bad. You have a crowd saying, hey, get Reese more touches, but like he's not doing anything in himself to kind of make it to where we want to run the offense through you. He's hovering around the 3-pointer too much. He's not crashing. He's not going toward the boards. I think Jalen being able to be a huge factor on the offensive end, and a lot of his game being predicated with going toward the basket, has kept him out. And then we went through this last year as well with Trae Mann when we have not Trae Mann, for the Pacers, the shake and bake dude, scored 51. I didn't tell you everything about this dude but his name, but regardless, we went through this last year when he was a wing play initiator, scores off the dribble. It kind of relegated Reach to kind of be in the background and hover around the 3. And so unless Trae spoon feeding him offense, it's very hard for him to get involved. And like that, you can kind of see he's not playing super confident, and then he's not getting it back on the defensive end to kind of fuel himself, right? So he's gotten countless buckets off just like really good defensive effort and then sprinting out. But he's not getting that this year, right? But you saw, and I if you followed the live, I've mentioned this. JJ off the floor, Trae off the floor, eight quick points, a lay and 2 threes. You know what I'm saying? Still not going toward the basket, which I would want to see a bit more. But I really think that they need to fully examine how his role is, what the lineups with him are going to be like. He was plus 21 tonight, but like the whole team was running well, right? And he was a help, but he wasn't necessarily the reason. And he's got the tools. You want to see a little bit more from him. Overall, love the win. We, out rebounded them, had more assists, had more blocks, had more steals, less turnovers, doubled them up on points in the paint. It was a great game. It was a great game. You don't care about, the personal fouls, even though we did foul a lot. Reach had 4 fouls. I know I'm still on Reach. Reach had 4 fouls. I actually love the fact that he had 4 fouls because he caught 2 on Siakam early, and he was like really defeated. The other 2 were him just being competitive, being in the game, like actually had a reaction to the fouls because he was playing solid defense. Like you want to see him engaged and fully in a game. But the one point I definitely want to hit on, 34-17 in the third. This was the first third quarter. Took us 6 games. This is the first third quarter that we've won this season. I'm not bullshitting. Go back and look. It's the first one that we won. It was absolutely needed, necessary. We actually adjusted out of half. What was it? 63 to 59 at halftime. Ballooned in the third quarter. This is what we need. We make adjustments. We see what the team is. And especially a team like this, we don't let them stay close. So absolutely happy for it. Love the win. We're 3-3 on the season, 1-0 on group stage. So, excuse me, our next game will be Sunday. Who are we playing? Cavs. Yep. Sunday at the Cavs. So I'll see you then. Like I said, live after every game. Check out for the Hawks pods for the week. We'll have the betting pod. We'll have the Falcons pod on a little later. I appreciate you guys. We love you. It's your boy Q City, and I'm out. Oh, My bad. Follow us on all social media platforms at BOAF Media. Hit that button so you know when we go live. It's been your boy Q City. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, mama,